Morning. How are we? Honestly, I felt pretty lazy this morning until I read this right here. It's the verse of the day. Work hard so you can present yourself to God and receive His approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed, and who correctly explains the word of truth. I feel pretty lazy today, but I got up. I fought my tiredness. It's been kind of hard fighting my tiredness recently. But you have something to do, you get up and you go do it. I went to this networking event this other day, and it was for a bunch of like real estate investors, and there was this one guy we met at this other networking event, and we saw him here too. We're like, oh, what's up? I'd added him on Instagram the other time I went. Pretty chill dude. He's fucking cool. Goes to the gym, shit like that. And we're having like a little talk. He was like, yeah, you go to concerts? I mean, yeah, I go to concerts. I mean, I've been to one concert my entire life, but I really don't like concerts because it's a whole crowd of people. Think about it. It's a whole crowd of people and you're just worshiping one man. That's kind of weird, no? He was like, oh, you're just like my girlfriend. It's like demonic. Yeah, sort of demonic. But I'm not trying to be the type of person that just... You're sitting in a fucking crowd and you're all worshiping this one person, right? It's like... For what, though? And like he did mention a Travis Scott concert. I'm like, dude, that would be like pretty cool to go to, but still. If you think about the concept of concerts, whole fucking crowd worshiping this one person. And I never really thought like this until my buddy pointed it out. And they were like, dude, I've never been to a fucking concert. I'll never go to a concert. I was like, why not? Because you're worshiping someone. That makes a lot of sense. And it's kind of like an ego thing too. Like, why would I be worshiping someone that I don't look up to? You know? I don't know if that's ego, but I don't really look up to this guy, but I'm worshiping him. Like I know my daily habits, stuff that I do in my life, my work ethic is probably way stronger. He has more money, yeah. I know he has more money. But I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I drink alcohol sometimes, but when I went to the networking event, I had like a fucking beer or whatever. But I don't make it a regular thing. And most people are they're gonna want to steer off course, or they're gonna want to steer you off course with them. And the dude asked me, he was like, dude, you for real? Was this just asking me to delete items? He was like, dude, you for real don't go to concerts? So what do you do with your life? Because I told him, all I do is just work and read the Bible beforehand. He was like, so what do you do with your life? You just work, read the Bible, exercise? Wait, that actually doesn't sound that bad. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, all I do, focus on myself, go to work, or focus on my own business, and go to work, and exercise, and make time for myself. It's all, like, notice how it's all about myself. Because I'm still trying to improve. Why would I be going to parties? Why would I be going to concerts when I have that extra time to improve myself? And I know people are going to be like, dude, you gotta treat yourself to You gotta just treat yourself, bro. Treat myself to what? Do I fucking deserve that shit? Do I have enough money to treat myself? Do I have enough money to be like, yeah, let me go fucking treat myself? No, not yet. But when I do, will I? Probably not even then. Right? Treating myself would be like, to me, it wouldn't be going out to party or going to concerts or going to raves. To me, it would be like having a nice dinner with my family, having a nice dinner with some friends. That would be like a treat. And even then, I would still have a nice steak. Like that's all what life is about. Spending time with friends and family, people that help you grow, people that are in your circle, your close circle, having close relationships with people, going out with them, having a good time with them, spending time with family. That's what life is about. I don't do drugs, I don't do this, I don't do all that shit. God, me, family. That's all it is. And it's always going to be you versus you. Don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Because I've heard about it like this. A lot of people care what people think. Dude, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I know I'm not going to see them ever in my life again. Ever. And why would you care about someone that isn't in the position that you want to be in? Right? And growing up, I used to be super introverted. Super introverted. Like, I would try to avoid talking to people. But then I started going to the gym, and I would still talk. I would try to talk to people, but I wouldn't really make it an effort to. Not until I got into sales. So my buddy and I, we went to go knock doors this one summer, and we started like window cleaning. So window cleaning for our own business, right? My friend and two buddies. And I was super introverted. I remember he like shoved me to the door. He's like, knock the door, bro. All you gotta do is just talk. And I was so nervous. I was so scared. I couldn't do it. I dead ass could not just knock on someone's door and talk to them. So then I knocked on a bunch of doors, hoping nobody would answer, and sure enough, no one would answer. And then the first door that answered me, I was stuck. I didn't know what to say. I felt trapped in the moment. I was like, hi, we're just cleaning windows. And then, no thank you, boom. I didn't say anything else, but I was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. Let's go try another one. Right? It's all about leaving your comfort zone. So I tried another one. I said the same thing. I said the same thing again for the next one. It's leaving your comfort zone and improving at the same time. So now I try to make it an effort, no matter how I feel, to just spontaneously walk up to people and talk to them. Mind you, I was never like this before. Back then, I had the mindset of like, why would I want to talk to them? Why would I want to talk to them? But I'm always in like this mood. And you have to put yourself in this mood as well. Just spontaneously go talk to them. It doesn't have to, like, you just say your name or something. Just say your name, and then, cool, what's your name? All right, cool, I'll see you around. Right, this other day, walked up to this chick. I said, what's your name? I said, can I ask you a question? She said, what's up? I said, what's your name? Her name is this. Okay, I'm Nathan, I'll see you around. Boom. I walked into the sauna the other day. Very interesting story. I walked into the sauna the other day with a buddy of mine, and there was someone with big flashlight right here on his forehead, reading something. I didn't really pay attention until my friend pointed it out. Because I'm in my own world. I don't really give a fuck about other people, you know. If that's you, then that's you. But I was sitting there, and then he looked over, and then he looked at me, and he smiled. People are so quick to judge. So quick to judge. Especially people close to you. But you can't really control judgment, right? So, he smiled. I looked at him, and I was like, it's an old dude reading, right? And then I saw him leave the sauna. And then we had left 2 minutes after him. And I saw him carrying a book in his hand, and it was the Holy Bible. And I was like, oh, this guy's reading the Bible. Wonder what book he was reading. So we got out the sauna. I was like, maybe I should ask him what book he was reading. So I went to go drink water. It was right next to the sauna. The water fountain was right next to the sauna. And as I looked down, I see this, like, it's so weird. I see this little, you know that talking emoji with the head and then you can see him speaking? I swear I saw that. Like someone speaking on a water drop on the water fountain. So I looked down and you could see a tiny head with a little chat bubble. And I was looking like, what the fuck? Like, it's so weird. Because I was thinking, I'm like, should I ask him? Should I not ask him? And I felt like that was a sign to just talk to the dude. Call me crazy. I don't know, super weird. So I went back and I asked him, like, hey, what book were you reading in the Bible? And he was like, I was reading First Proverbs, and I was reading Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. And then I started chopping it up with him a little bit, like, what's your name? How long have you been? He said he had the Bible. Someone bought him the Bible when he was 27. Didn't start reading it until later on. Really super nice older guy. And at the end, he told me his name, and he was like, God bless you, Nathan. And I was like, God bless you too, man. So it doesn't hurt to just walk up to someone and talk to them. It never hurts. Now I'm just spontaneously walking up to people and just talking to them. Because even with people that struggle to talk to girls, the first step is just talking to everyone, talking to random people you see on the street, in the elevator, in the store. Make it a habit to just talk to them. You think I know what the fuck to say? No. But just ask questions. Just say your name. Say something funny. I usually start off by saying something funny. Or like something corny or something like that. But it really isn't that hard. You're gonna find out that you're still alive after you talk to someone, whether they rejected you or you had an interesting conversation with them. You're gonna find that you're still alive. Right? And check yourself. Oh, I'm still alive. Nothing happened. You're probably not gonna see them ever again in your life. And you'll never know if you'll make a friend. You'll never know if you can make a trusted friend. Someone that you can potentially work with. You'll never know. This is why I started going to networking events. In networking events, there's like a crowd of people, and you just go from one person to the next, You're just talking to a bunch of people. But a big thing that helped was definitely sales. If I didn't start doing sales, I wouldn't have been extra. I wouldn't have talked to the people I've talked to. Like I couldn't. But because I did sales, I was door knocking, I was talking to a bunch of people every single day. And I used this logic. If I could knock 100 doors and talk to 100 people every day, then why can't I talk to this one person that's in front of me? I use that logic. right now I set it a daily goal to talk to at least 3 to 5 people. 3 to 5 people every day. And I always reach that goal. The more you get used to doing something, the more natural it's going to feel. Right? What can I give an example for? The talking is a good example. What was another good example? Like, right here. Fucking perfect. I think of these on the spot. Steph Curry. You think he's just a magical shooter that never practices his shot? No, every single time in the gym, every single time. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket. The more you do it, the more natural it's gonna feel. He could do it with his fucking eyes closed. He could do it half court. He could do it full court. Why? Because he practiced. If you practice doing something over and over again, it's gonna feel natural to you. So whatever it is that you want to get done, that you feel scared of doing, try it out first. If you fear anything, you're not prepared. Preparation is the number one thing that defeats fear. So prepare. Get your reps in. Go to the gym. Get your pump in. Do something. Commit to something every single day. And you will get better at it. Okay? I love documenting my journey. It's been good so far. I plan to grow. I plan to get the fuck up on out of this place. Have my goals right here. Soon I will get out of here. I'll bring you guys with me. Soon I'm gonna move out. You guys are coming along on my journey to success. Right now I'm nothing, piece of shit, right? But I know I'm gonna make it out. Love you guys.